every once in a while you hear those stories about people who get stranded or who have, some kind of emergency or breakdown or something like that, and they're stuck in the snow. So I think there's several things that to stay safe in any conditions that you should have. Maybe it's the Boy Scout in me being prepared, but I'm going to call it 5 things that you must have in your vehicle at all times, no matter the conditions, just to be safe. Okay? Number 1 is fuel. If I were to get stranded or stuck in the snow or mud or something like that, and I needed to depend on my engine to keep me warm at night, I want to make sure I've got enough gas to be able to do that. Maybe I won't run it all night long, probably shouldn't run it all night long, but if I was stuck overnight in the snow, I'd want to have enough gas in my car that I could turn it on, heat the car back up, turn it back off again, and maintain some heat so that myself and my family didn't freeze. That's number 1, gas in your gas tank. If you're going out on an adventure, make sure I always fill up your tank first. Number 2, a blanket. I've got a big moving blanket here. I use it to throw on the ground when I'm doing repairs or when I'm working on the Jeep. If the kids get cold and we weren't expecting them to get cold or being cold weather, things like that, it's nice to have a blanket. In a freezing condition where your engine goes bad and you're stuck and you can't get out, you want to be able to have a blanket to wrap around you and keep you warm. So whether it's an emergency space blanket or a big thick one like this, whatever you choose, make sure you've got a blanket in the car. Number 3 is an emergency jacket. I've got a fleece jacket here, and then I also have under my seat, I've got a waterproof jacket, okay? Both of those combined will give me both warmth and keep the wind off me and protect me. I can't tell you how many times I've been out and suddenly realized, oh man, it got cold all of a sudden, and I needed to be able to put something on. Having that emergency jacket, whether it's for me or for someone else, has been really, really nice. Number 4 is water. Water could be used for drinking, it could be used for washing things, it could be used for cooking, it could be used for putting in your radiator if something were to blow up or to overheat or something. There's a lot of reasons why you want to have water. Now I keep 3 liters of water right here underneath my passenger seat, and I have an extra Nalgene bottle full of water as well. So really at almost any given time, I've got about 3.5, 4 liters of water ready to help me for whatever situation I run into. The last thing is an emergency kit. Now, you could put what you want in your emergency kit. I have a little bit of everything in mine. So I actually keep it strapped right here underneath my power tank. I've got a way to make fire. In fact, multiple ways to make fire. I've got fire starters, I've got lighters, I've got things like that in there. I've got an emergency space blanket. I've got an MRE. I've got needle and thread. I've got tape, first aid kit, all sorts of things in this little bag. Now, it's a fantastic little bag. I can take it with me if I need to. If I get stranded and I need to be able to go hike somewhere, if I don't have a way to get back, I can use this to set up a small temporary shelter, things like that. But even if you're not gonna have a full emergency bag like I have, you gotta at least have a good first aid kit. Something that if there's a problem, either for yourself or someone else on the road, you'll be able to help out. Stopping bleeding, bites, abrasions, injuries, you name it, having that first aid kit is going to be critical. So those 5 things will help you in almost any scenario, whether you're in cold, snowy weather like I've got right now, or you're in the middle of a desert or somewhere else. If you've got those items, you'll be able to make shelter, you'll be able to survive, and you'll be able to help others. And that's the most important thing, is most of the time when I have this stuff, I'm not using it for myself. I'm using it for other people. And the ability to be able to say, hey, you know what? Here, let me stop. Let me help you. Let me do what I can for you. Let me tow you out. Let me warm you up. Let me put some food in your stomach. Let me give you a drink. Let me get you into a situation where you can actually be protected and happy. You know, it's a great feeling to know that I have a vehicle that lets me get places, helps me get other people out of places they don't want to be, and that I'm prepared for almost any situation. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, give me a nice thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all sorts of fun and useless information. And for lots of great videos of my kids. Have a good day. There's a few bonus things I have around that would be beneficial. First is, right here, I have a knife and a flashlight. Now this knife is no ordinary knife. It's actually the kind of knife that has a seatbelt cutter and a glass breaker on it. If I'm stuck upside down or on my side or something like that, I need to be able to cut my seatbelt off and break the glass. This is right here close to me, which is nice. I also have a set of gloves. Use them for all sorts of things, whether it's winching or helping someone with doing a repair or just keeping my hands warm in cold conditions. Nice to have a set of gloves somewhere close. I've also got a fire extinguisher. You see a lot of people talking about how important fire extinguishers are. I've never needed one, but I've got one just in case. Whether it's myself or someone else on fire, I'm ready. I've got up here a machete. It's got a saw in the back of it. If I need to cut wood, if I need to make firewood, if I need to cut brush or things like that, I'm ready. I've got a hatchet. Okay, again, cutting wood, things like that. I'm ready to go. And of course, a power tank, which is fantastic for airing up tires, running power tools, things like that. The other thing you'll notice about these things is that none of it's really taking up a lot of space. I've tried to put them in places where they're really kind of obscure. They're easily accessible for when I need them. You know, obviously if there's a fire, I want to be able to get to that quickly. I just simply pull that tab and grab it. If I needed to be able to make some firewood or chop some brush, you know, this is right there, but it's up and out of the way. It's not taking up extra room or making the back of my vehicle feel crowded. You know, everything's bolted in, nicely tucked away, giving me lots of available storage so that when I'm packing stuff in the back here, I got lots and lots of space, okay? But this stuff's all there, ready to help me when I need it. Little extras that, you know, make things a little easier on me and again, helping people out. Bonus items, I call them. And they certainly make a big difference for me when I walk into almost any scenario. I can say, oh, look, you know what? There's someone that needs help. I can do it. I can help out. And it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to know that I'm ready to help out no matter what. Thanks for watching.